tell you. You're looking at it QB1, QB2, QB3. It's not that big of a deal. Well, it also wasn't a big deal that the average quarterback would go in the 4th round or the 5th round. In Shadeur Sanders' case, 144th overall, it mattered.
Yep.
You know that, Peter. You know that, Swag. It matters because it was Shadeur Sanders, and we got the impression that it wasn't just football. It was something about his dad. So what I'm saying to you is that we're beyond all of that now to some degree, and we get that part. But that doesn't mean the residue doesn't still exist in terms of people wanting to control the narrative when it comes to that young man. You're not saying that you're not going to make football decisions. What you're saying is that there are other things that come into play when it comes to making a decision about that young man, whether it's him, whether it's his father, whether it's people in Cleveland, because he's incredibly popular. And you got people clamoring to see Shadeur Sanders play in Cleveland. They want that brother on the field. They want to see what he has. And so you want to diminish or offset the pressure some degree from an organizational standpoint where they're pushing and clamoring for you to put him on the football field. You want to ward off of that because you want to make sure you're running your shop and the fans aren't. Those kind of things come into play in this particular situation. What we're saying is it's clear that Shadeur should be a QB2. Why are you acting like he should be the QB3 behind
that's
Joe
my
Flacco?
point. Like you pulled Joe Flacco for development now. You're telling everybody we're trying to develop and find out who our quarterback could potentially be. So him not being number 2 when we in a game situation and 3 quarterbacks in the game and you go back to Flacco, you are literally stunting the development of a guy that we may think could be the starter for your football team. That's where I am with it. But ultimately, it's about the opportunity. And you telling me that Flacco is the backup, if Dylan Gabriel doesn't play well, you're now not developing Shadeur Sanders, or at least getting a look at what he could potentially be if your true quarterback depth chart is what it's going to be for the rest of the season. That's my only issue, man, dog.